I would like you to share something that you're grateful for when it comes to having Mr. Bronson as our principal.
That's easy.
Okay.
He is very sweet and he's a lot of fun.
Yes.
But he gets the job done and he is everywhere on campus. If he's needed, he's there. So we really like him.
Johnny on the spot. He's always there. He's fun. Just makes it fun. We love seeing his new videos that he's been doing. That's fabulous with you. And it's just a great atmosphere.
His work ethic, his hard work and determination, and being Mr. Fix-It.
Mr. Bronson.
I appreciate his involvement with the students and how much he genuinely cares for them.
I appreciate Mr. Bronson always being willing to listen to any concerns that I have as a teacher, both personally and professionally. I think he's a fantastic resource here on campus, but he truly, truly cares about his staff, and I so appreciate that in many, many ways.
He's always there when we need him. He can do really cool stuff with the kids, gets on the floor, interacts with them very well.
Bronson.
I appreciate his sense of humor. He's caring of his staff and the students, and he is very supportive.
Mr. Bronson has a great personality and sense of humor, and I like the way he gets along and kind of connects with the kids.
I appreciate that he loves nature and that he wants us to enjoy nature, and he wants us to be healthy in our concepts and our thoughts. He wants us to be free, like in nature is free. And he also encourages us to be calm.
Oh, that he always listens even when he doesn't want to.
I really like that Mr. Bronson is always positive and that he is always willing to kind of make fun of himself to help us all learn.
Tell me, what do you like about Mr. Bronson being your principal?
Mr. Bronson's a really good principal because he's really nice, and I do like that he sets up jokes for us. And I like it when he comes in the classroom and watches us and asks us questions.
So, what do you love most about having Mr. Bronson as your principal?
Having Mr. Bronson is super boring. Nothing happens. I'm kidding. It is always exciting to have him in the room. It is always a fun time to have him nearby. And I cannot express on how funny he is.
I like that he lets us be creative and he doesn't like micromanage us. And the students love when he comes in because he always interacts with them.
Probably that he's kind of one of the funner ones. He interacts with the 5th grade and stuff. He's kind of letting us do stuff for the end of the school year, even though it's a hard year.
The principal.
He's very thoughtful. He's very brave. He's a good snake handler. He's very funny. Good humor. He's nice. He's smart.
I love how he dresses up for school activities.
He's kind. He's a very good runner. Good fence climber. Very athletic.
Funny.
He has really good riddles.
I like how down to earth he is and how he gets on the level with the kids. And one of my best memories, just recently, I think it was this year, is a kid who's having some issues. And he was sitting on the floor with them in the hallway and not just leading them away, not just trying to get him in trouble or not. He was just talking to him on their level. And it's super cool. He's very fair. He's very calm. And that's what I like about him, because it's not just black and white. There's a big gray area with kids that he falls right in the middle of. And I appreciate that. That's kind of how I view dealing with children as well.
Principal. Well, I like that Mr. Bronson's honest and always finds a way to help teachers and students at all. So what do you like most about having Mr. Bronson as your principal?
Well, he's funny. He likes creatures because I like other animals and stuff.
Yeah.
And he helps us problem solve.
And problem solve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, bud. What do you like? Oh, what'd you say?
He's also really nice.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
He's also really good at school.
He's good at what?
He's good at keeping the school in order.
Keeping the school in order? Anything else you guys want to share about what you like about having Mr. Bronson as your principal?
He's funny.
He is funny, right? Anything you want to add about what you like to have Mr. Bronson as a principal?
I like how he participates in iReady videos. I like how he's not afraid to be silly and act like a leprechaun.
Love it. Thanks, guys.
Honest. He's a good judge of character, and he knows, how to have fun, and I think to be a good leader while giving people, enough freedom to do their jobs as best as possible.
I like the way that he always tries to lighten the mood, whether it's a serious situation or something intense. He finds humor to make us just feel enjoyable, to do what we love to do here at Cypress Creek each day.
What do you like most about having Mr. Bronson as your principal?
He is always available when I message him with a quick response.
All right, so what do you like most about having Mr. Bronson as your principal?
That he has patience with Mallory. That he didn't put me in 5th grade last year. And his huge heart and love for the kids and this school.
What I appreciate most is that he will go out of his way to help people. He's done it for me on several occasions, and he's very supportive. He'll be there, he'll have your back whenever you
My goodness. Where shall I begin? I appreciate that he comes into our classroom to talk to the kids, see what they're learning, what's going on. I really appreciate his sense of humor, because without humor, the world is a very boring place.
Flexibility, openness, willing to listen. If you have a problem or an issue, he's always there.
Is because he welcomed me to Cypress Creek Elementary, and I had a nice gift bag with a shirt and team spirit, and he's been very positive, and I love the way he has positive referrals with the kids and does the pizza from Giuseppe's and has a positive attitude and knows the kids individually and things that they like, and I really appreciate his support.
He probably does well in the office. He's really nice to everybody.
I like how Mr. Bronson is willing to help at the drop of a hat, and he will do whatever to support our extra activities that we are doing.
Appreciate how thoughtful he is. I requested that there be vegan options at every event that he holds for teachers, and he has never forgotten to provide plant-based options for us.
Bronson, that whenever we have decisions to make for 5th grade, he lets me bounce them back and forth on him, and he puts up with my indecisiveness.
I really appreciate that Mr. Bronson acts like one of the kids and dresses up and participates with them whenever we have like fun days at school.
I appreciate that Mr. Bronson allows me to color outside of the lines.
So what I appreciate about Mr. Bronson is how enthusiastic he is. Anything that he does, he is in it for the kids. He is there to support teachers. He's open door policy for the parents, and I just really admire how he's able to get it all done and still go camping to clear his mind of all of this. So happy Principal's Day.
I appreciate everything that Mr. Bronson does for us. Always for the laughs and advice, because now I've got a camper and my bike. So he's telling me where to go camping, my bike trails. So I appreciate just everything that you do for our school and for our kids. The kids love when you come in the morning and stop in and talk to them, and we just appreciate everything you do.
I appreciate about Mr. Bronson his sense of humor and the way he makes connections with all the kids at school.
I love working with Mr. Bronson because I believe that he is a great influence on our kids and also on our staff, and he has a great personality as well. He's very funny.
The items that I like about Mr. Bronson is that he always answers my 100 questions that I always give him. He will take my funny jokes in emails and texts that might come in late at night as I'm thinking. He also does not micromanage each of us. He lets us work as professionals in the building. We appreciate you, Mr. Bronson, and enjoy your Cokes. You so da bomb.
I like his smile. He's always a smile. It's a smiling face.
I couldn't be more grateful to have a principal that inspires me to be my best self. He loves the school, he loves the staff and teachers, and he loves the students and never hesitates to get down on the floor, on the level of each child in the school to make a difference. Thanks, Mr. Bronson.